Good morning. Happy Thursday. With all crazy stuff going on in the world today, I suppose a little bit of humor is in store. Okay, well, there's a couple and they go on vacation and they're in Austria and they decide they're going to visit the gravesite of Beethoven. So there's a beautiful cemetery where Beethoven is buried and they're walking along and they hear music coming from the loudspeaker. And oh, lo and behold, it's Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. And the husband says to the wife, "This is very nice. This is really cool. They're playing his music." They keep walking. A couple minutes later, they hear Beethoven's Eighth Symphony, and they enjoy walking around on a good spring day. Then they hear Beethoven's Seventh Symphony, and they look at each other. Oh, this is interesting. Then they hear the Sixth, and the husband says to the wife, "This is really weird." And she says, "Yeah, it is." And then they hear dun 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 dun, and they both recognize it as Beethoven's Fifth. Well, there's a caretaker over there. So they go to the caretaker and they said, "Hey, we arrived here and we heard Beethoven's Ninth. Then a few minutes later, we heard the Eighth, then the Seventh, then the Sixth. And we're getting ready to leave. And then we hear the Fifth, the one that's most recognized by most people." And the groundskeeper says, "Well, you don't understand why that is?" And he said, "No." He says, "Why are they playing them in reverse order?" And the groundskeeper says, "Well, that's easy, sir. That's easy, ma'am. He's decomposing.